Hey guys, thanks for stopping by this segment of Head First Fishing. I'm Captain Scott Seaboard. I'm going to be talking about pompano fishing in the wintertime. There's a few different ways to get this mission accomplished this time of year. And this particular year, we've got a pretty warm winter going on so far. It's late January, water temps are still fluctuating around 70 degrees. So we're catching these fish around bridges and around some of the drop-offs from the flats. They're up on the flats too, but once it gets cold, they'll push up into some of the warm water outflows that we've got around the ecosystem too, like the Apollo Beach power plant, the Anclote power plant, and it's a great way to catch them out there. If you're throwing artificial lures, there's a few different ways you can catch them. These lures, big bobs, you got silly jigs, you got crazy jigs, you got goofy jigs, you've got all sorts of different styled jigs that are painted yellow and white, chartreuse and white, pink, green, all sorts of different colors, but this is a staple around the area for catching pompano. And you can see there's a pink fly on the system as well. This one comes pre-rigged with a leader. All you have to do is pitch this one out, bring it back with the current, snap it off the bottom, let it hit bottom again, and most of the fish that you catch are going to be caught on that fly, but you can double up and catch them on the jig as well. Another great way to catch them, these Slayer inks right here. If you downsize this, pinch that bait in half, put it on a 1/4 ounce or an 1/8 ounce jig head depending on the water depth, it's an awesome way to catch them. This has some scent to it, this has some life to it with the eyeball, and they will absolutely destroy that little dart right there. Another old school way of catching them, these mylar jigs right here. You can catch pompano in the surf from Alabama all the way down to Miami throwing these things, but they're a great way to catch pompano around Tampa Bay as well. Alright guys, so if you're out there looking for wintertime pompano, one of the best ways that you can approach it is with bait. And you can go with the store-bought brands, and we got some sand fleas right here and a jig head. It's hard to beat that if you're fishing around bridges and troughs with some current flow. You need to get that bait down to the zone. But if you're really looking to target these guys, figure out when they're on the bridges, what tide zones are right for you, what moon phases are right for you, what temperatures are right for you as far as the water temp goes, and go out there and just approach it like you're sheep's head fishing. It's really hard to beat scraping barnacles and oysters off of the structures themselves. You're gonna chum up some sheep's head, you're gonna chum up some black drum, but if you get the stall right, if you get the proper piling on the proper bridge, like the Gandy, the Howard Franklin, or the Courtney Campbell, you're going to catch a lot of pompano out there. So scrape some of that stuff, that junk, that barnacle and that shell growth off of those pilings. Drop shrimp down to them, drop these sand fleas down to them, or actually drop the barnacles that are growing on the structure down to them, and you're going to catch a lot of fish that way too.